Hello, today I'm going to tell you a little bit about GPSLogik's smart system for asset and equipment location. Before, you were forced to use an active GPS tracker with batteries and SIM card. That would be very expensive if you have thousands of field place assets. So we come up with another way of doing almost the same thing. We call this system setPOS. It consists of this type of markings that you will attach to your asset. It could be barcodes, normal 2D barcodes, or like this one, QR barcode, or you can have only plain text that you have painted on your asset. It's important that you have one unique ID on your asset. So what you do when this is placed on your asset, you are just starting our smartphone app and you click the barcode, and then we know where this particular asset or equipment is placed. You also have the possibility to set a predefined status on this equipment. So for instance, it's ready to be picked up if it's in a recycling system. To make this even better, we provide a very powerful routing software that will help you to go to those places where certain assets or equipment has been marked as ready to be collected. So that means that you save on fuel, time and vehicle maintenance. The system produces SMS messages, email messages. We have a powerful reporting engine that will give you information what has happened to your assets. You can also log in on your account on Google Maps to see your assets placement. That will make it very easy. For instance, in Sweden we have 30,000 cable drums placed outside in the nature, and once they have been used for its purpose, it should go back to the factory to be rewind the cables again. And you don't want to have those cable drums out in the open because they start to rotten. So we help them to know where all these cable drums is and return them to the factory much faster than previous. And it was not an option to have active GPS tracker with batteries and SIM cards. Then you would have to.
Let's have a look at the user case. This is about GPS location of cable drums which are in a recycling system. Before it was a big problem where all of those cable drums were located out in the open. Now, by using the setPOS app in a smartphone, a device that everybody already owns, we can collect information, so it makes easier to go and get them and pick them back to the factory, and also have answers to the end customers' questions. Let's zoom in southern part of Sweden so we don't get too many. I choose tools. I choose here we have status, which is color coded, ready to be collected, delivered on site, delivered on terminal, and then we have type. This is codes for which diameter a cable drum has. And then I say show zoomed in on this part of the map. And now there is a lot of cable drums drawn here, and they have different colors, meaning delivered on site or green, ready to be collected. So you can zoom in this. It's like a standard Google map. You can have info windows with all this information. And if you need to go and get them with a truck, then it's important to take the best route so you don't overspend on diesel and vehicle usage. That will reduce maintenance and salary cost. So we start the route calculator. and just click in some location here to make the demo real quick. So say that the 8 is a starting location and calculate fastest round trip. The result now you can export to vehicle navigators and also send it to a smartphone, which will start with voice navigation. So here's here, if you want to cover all these stops to collect cable drums, the trip will take 7 hours 19 minutes and it's 447 kilometers. So this will give you useful information, and it's easy to not overspend on cost related to transportation once you know what you should do. This is an integrated part of the setPOS system, which is much appreciated. I will give you more information once we meet, have an online demonstration. It would be easier and I can answer all your questions.